The biggest goodbye is coming. On March 30, this person is about to leave you for. Archangel Michael says, listen very carefully. A shadow has been moving silently around your path, a presence you once felt close to now drifting into an unfamiliar distance. The heavens have been whispering your name, trying to prepare you for what's coming, because what unfolds on March 30th will change how you see this person forever. You can feel it already, that strange pull in your chest, that uneasy calm before something breaks. Someone who was once your comfort is now standing at a doorway, deciding whether to walk through it or stay. The connection you built with your entire heart is being tested in ways even destiny didn't plan for. The wind around you is different now, it carries the energy of farewell. There's a quiet kind of goodbye forming behind someone's smile, one that they can't say out loud yet. You might have noticed the shift, fewer calls, delayed replies, silence where laughter used to be. But stay here, don't move, don't scroll. Because this story isn't ending the way you think it will. It's not just a goodbye, it's a revelation written in the secret corners of heaven's timeline. Something that has been hidden for too long is about to surface before your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They have been pretending to be fine, but their heart is heavy with choices they can't explain. March 30th is not a random date. It's the day they've been circling quietly, afraid to tell you that their journey is pulling them elsewhere. They think they're doing what's right, but deep down they're breaking every second. You will remember the way they looked at you one last time, eyes soft but distant, like someone who already knows what goodbye feels like. You won't realize it then, but every word they say in the days leading up to that moment will be loaded with meaning. Their heart will scream stay, but their voice will whisper go. Archangel Michael says, the universe does not take without returning. This goodbye will feel cruel, but it is a divine reroute, a redirection meant to lead you towards something that was always yours. Sometimes heaven closes a door not because it's wrong, but because it's no longer where your soul belongs. Hold on to this truth. Separation does not mean abandonment. This person was placed in your story to awaken you, to prepare you for what love is supposed to feel like, unconditional, not uncertain. March 30th will hurt, but it will also cleanse. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You might find yourself unable to sleep the night before, feeling their energy fade like a candle flickering out. There will be signs, a sudden cold breeze, a random song that repeats their name, a text that feels like closure disguised as casual words. Don't ignore those signals, they're the whispers of heaven warning you to brace yourself. They've been torn between two worlds. The one they built with you, and the one that's calling them forward. You will sense their confusion, but you won't stop them, because deep down, you'll feel that something greater is waiting beyond the pain. The truth is, their leaving is not an ending. It's a passage. The universe has been rewriting the script quietly while you were still holding on to the old one. What looks like a heartbreak will soon reveal itself as divine intervention. Stay till the end of this message, because there's a part you still don't know, a truth they've been hiding since the beginning. Their decision to leave isn't just about distance, it's about something they've discovered that could change everything you thought was real. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Their departure has been planned by forces bigger than them, a cosmic correction to realign both your paths. They have been receiving dreams, strange repeating numbers, memories flashing back out of nowhere. They don't understand why their spirit feels restless near you, but Archangel Michael does. You see, there's a soul contract between you two, one that's now reaching its expiry. This connection wasn't meant to be permanent, it was meant to be powerful. You came together to heal something in each other, and now that lesson has been learned, the universe is pulling you toward your next chapter. Still, that doesn't mean the pain won't be real. Their leaving will echo like thunder, shaking everything you believed about loyalty, love, and timing. But through those cracks, light will find you, the kind that only comes after you've been broken open. Archangel Michael says, when something is taken away, it's not loss, it's exchange. Heaven removes what you can no longer carry so your hands are free for what's destined next. And what's coming for you after March 30th will make sense of all this sorrow. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They've been writing a letter in their mind, words they'll never have the courage to say to your face. You changed me, they'll want to say. You made me believe again. But the world they're stepping into won't allow them to keep you close anymore. They think walking away will protect you, that silence will heal faster than truth. But silence leaves deeper scars. You'll see it in their eyes the last time they turn away, the guilt, the hesitation, the love that refuses to die even when distance wins. Don't chase, my child. Don't beg. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is stand still and let the universe do its work. Your energy of surrender will summon miracles faster than your words ever could. Because what they don't know is that heaven has already planned their return, not in the same form, not at the same time, but in a moment that will leave you speechless. Type Amen to get blessing 777. After the goodbye, you'll notice time moving differently. Days will feel slower, music will sound heavier, and even your reflection will seem more mature, as if you've aged through an invisible storm. This is how angels prepare you for your rebirth. Every tear you cry during that season will be counted. None of it will be wasted. The divine sees your silent suffering and is preparing something majestic to replace what's being lost. You'll begin to sense new energy, opportunities, messages, strangers who feel familiar. Those are the replacements heaven sends when it takes something away. That's how the universe restores balance. Archangel Michael says, the universe bends around those who remain faithful through heartbreak. You're being molded into someone unbreakable, because what's ahead of you requires strength that only pain can teach. Type Amen to get blessing 888. One night, when the world is quiet, you'll feel their name pulse in your mind again. That's not coincidence, it's a signal. Their soul will still reach out for you, even from miles away, even when they think they've moved on. You'll dream of them standing under a dim light, trying to say something but unable to speak. That dream will not be random. It will be their spirit asking for forgiveness, one last attempt to make peace before destiny closes the chapter. Do not fear that dream. Embrace it. Let your tears fall, they're cleansing your connection so it can transform. Because endings are not always about loss, sometimes they're about evolution. And on the other side of that dream, something unexpected will begin. A new presence will enter your life, carrying the same warmth, but with no shadow of pain attached. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You'll recognize this new person not by their face, but by their energy. The way they listen, the way they make silence feel like comfort again. Heaven always replaces with something better, but first, it tests if you can let go. March 30th will not be your downfall, it will be your divine release. That day will split your life into before and after. Everything dull, everything draining will fall away, leaving space for miracles to land. You'll find an old photo, a text, a letter maybe, and as you read it, your heart will tremble but your spirit will smile. Because you'll finally understand, this was never goodbye, it was graduation. Archangel Michael says, nothing you lose in faith ever stays lost. Everything taken in pain will return in peace. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. This person leaving was written long before you met. They came to awaken something sacred inside you, empathy, self-worth, divine resilience. Once that spark was lit, their purpose began to fade, and heaven began preparing the next teacher in your journey. Do not curse the timing, it's not betrayal. It's choreography. Every soul in your life dances according to divine rhythm, even departures are part of the melody. And though March 30th will feel like a storm, what follows will be golden calm. You'll rise from the ashes of that goodbye, shining in a way that even they won't recognize anymore. The story doesn't end here, beloved one. The biggest goodbye is only the beginning of your transformation. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, be still for a moment. The wind around you is shifting again, carrying whispers of what's about to unfold. The truth that was hidden beneath the quiet of March is ready to surface, and what you are about to discover will stir your spirit in ways you never imagined. This is not an ordinary goodbye. It's the kind that reshapes your destiny, the kind that heaven itself allows because something higher has been written for you. You will feel the tremor of it long before it happens, like a vibration beneath your chest, warning you that the moment is near. Your connection with this person was never casual. It was celestial. You were tied by threads that glowed in silence, bound by lessons neither of you understood until now. But every light that burns bright must also dim to reveal the next dawn. Stay here. Don't look away. The angels are not showing you loss, they're showing you transformation. What's being taken away is not to punish, but to prepare. Type Amen to get blessing 222. They have known for weeks what they must do, but fear has kept them frozen. They've been watching you from afar, memorizing your smile, saving the sound of your laughter for nights when courage fades. The clock is ticking toward March 30th, and every heartbeat draws them closer to the point of no return. They didn't want it to be this way. The truth is, something, or someone, is calling them from another path. But that path isn't about romance or betrayal. It's about duty, about something that was written into their soul long before they met you. Heaven has whispered to them through signs they tried to ignore. Dreams of departure, visions of new beginnings, faces of strangers that feel strangely familiar. They've been standing in between two timelines, afraid to choose the one that means losing you. Archangel Michael says, this is the part of your story where faith must become your anchor. You can't stop the tide, but you can trust where it's carrying you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You'll notice how quiet they become, how their presence feels both near and far. They'll speak less, but their eyes will say more than ever before. That's what guilt looks like, not because they stopped loving you, but because they don't know how to explain why they must go. There's a letter they've written, hidden away in a drawer or an unsent draft. Every word trembles with the weight of goodbye. It begins with love but ends with destiny, a letter meant not to hurt you, but to release you. The angels say, you will find this message when you're ready. Not before. Not when you're crying, but when you can read it with peace instead of pain. And when you do, your soul will recognize that this farewell was never meant to break you, it was meant to elevate you. Because when someone's departure is guided by divine order, it always carries a hidden blessing in disguise. Type Amen to get blessing 444. In the silence that follows their leaving, the world will feel heavier. You'll wake up to mornings that seem colorless, rooms that echo differently, and air that remembers them too much. But that's where the healing begins, not in forgetting, but in remembering without ache. You'll find small signs they left behind, a scent that lingers, a misplaced item, a half-finished note. Those are not coincidences, they're anchors of memory sent to remind you that their energy still surrounds you, even when their footsteps fade. Archangel Michael says, heaven never removes love, it only changes its form. You will still feel their warmth, not as a person beside you, but as a presence guiding you from afar. And in your loneliest night, you will look up, and the stars will whisper their name back to you. That is your confirmation. Souls that were once connected never truly part ways. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Days will blur into weeks, and you'll start noticing things aligning strangely in your favor. Doors that were once shut will open. People you've never met will speak words that sound like answers to questions you never asked. It's heaven's way of saying, now that you've let go, we can finally give you what's meant for you. Your grief is not punishment, it's preparation. It's reshaping you into someone capable of receiving abundance without fear of loss. They were part of your preparation. Their goodbye was your awakening. And what's coming next is something even your angels are eager for you to witness. Stay with me till the end, because what you're about to read is the truth behind why March 30th was chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 666. On March 30th, there's an alignment happening, both in the physical and spiritual realms. For months, heaven has been moving energies around you, orchestrating encounters, decisions, delays, and emotions, all leading to that exact date. This person's departure is part of that alignment. It marks the ending of one soul cycle and the beginning of another. That day will serve as a divine signature, heaven closing one scroll and opening another written entirely for you. You might cry. You might resist. But when the night falls on March 30th, you will also feel a strange peace that doesn't make sense. That peace is your confirmation that Archangel Michael has completed the separation phase and begun the renewal phase. Everything that left was replaced with divine favor. Everything that broke will be restored, multiplied. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, every soul that exits your life on divine instruction leaves a gift behind. A key, a symbol, a shift of energy that changes your path forever. This person's gift to you will not be physical, it will be inner strength. Their leaving will activate your purpose. You'll start creating again, speaking again, trusting again. The pain will open the same door that destiny will walk through. And when the tears dry, you'll realize, this goodbye wasn't a loss at all. It was heaven's way of freeing both of you to meet yourselves again. That is the hidden beauty behind heartbreak. It doesn't end you, it reintroduces you to your divine core. Type Amen to get blessing 888. But there's one more thing Archangel Michael wants you to know. This goodbye, though final in form, is temporary in essence. Because souls that meet under divine purpose often circle back, not as lovers, not as the same people, but as souls that recognize each other's light from afar. In another time, another version of your story, they will look at you again and smile, not with sorrow, but with pride. They'll remember how you taught them love, how you stayed soft even when life demanded you turn to stone. And you, my child, will stand there radiant, no longer waiting, no longer wounded, but grateful. Because you will see that every heartbreak was a doorway to heaven's plan. That's the true meaning of March 30th. It's not goodbye, it's rebirth. Type Amen to get blessing 999. When the date passes, something else will shift. You will feel lighter, like a burden has been lifted off your shoulders without you even realizing it. That's when heaven knows you've healed. Then, in the quiet days that follow, you will begin to attract peace like a magnet. You'll notice synchronicities, repeated numbers, gentle breezes at the right time, a familiar melody playing in unexpected places. These are confirmations that your timeline has been cleared and blessed. You'll meet people who mirror your healed energy. You'll find opportunities that align with your true essence. That is the moment your new life begins, the one that was waiting behind the curtain of goodbye. And when you finally look back, you'll thank the universe for removing what wasn't meant to stay. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Archangel Michael says, your story is not one of endings, it's one of transformations. Every farewell carries seeds of new beginnings. Every tear you shed waters the soil of miracles that are yet to bloom. You are not losing love, you are ascending through it. You are not being left behind, you are being positioned for destiny. March 30th will not mark your heartbreak. It will mark your rebirth. And when that sunrise comes, the world will see a new version of you, wiser, calmer, unstoppable. You were never meant to chase what was leaving. You were meant to rise above it and meet what's arriving. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The angels are gathering around you tonight, wings wide, hearts open, whispering words only your soul can hear. You are safe. You are chosen. You are ready. This person's departure was written not to destroy you but to awaken the power you once forgot you had. And soon, you'll thank them, not with bitterness, but with grace. Because without this goodbye, you would never have stepped into the version of yourself that was always waiting behind the pain. The one who no longer fears loss, because they've seen what divine timing can rebuild. The biggest goodbye is never truly goodbye. It's heaven saying, now, it's your turn to fly.